It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and the grand reveal in Chula Vista. You've been following along. This is day 3. You know that this is one of my favorite installations of all time. And we spent 3 days with 4 or 5 people each day just tweaking this garden and pulling out 90% of the non-succulents, bringing in more lava rock. This used to be all Palm Springs gold, and we decided to make it pop with some 3/4 burgundy. We did the Dracaena Draco here. I pulled in more barrel cactus. Over here, we brought in an entire yard of soil. This used to be a sticks on fire, a big one, and it was kind of flat, and I had this portulacaria was like this big. So we broke it into a smaller bite-sized piece. We brought in the mound of soil. We planted the aloe Goliath, brought in some bigger boulders, popped in a couple barrels and a couple of small agave specimen plants. Oh my goodness, just refresh the ribbon all the way through here with the burgundy lava. I top dressed some of the pots with the fire glass. This is great as a top dressing if you're into a little bling. When in doubt, plant boulders. Not every single space in the garden has to be covered with a plant. This originally in here was a tapestry, but with me only coming once a month, it became a little difficult to maintain it, and it's also very shady. So we decided instead to do specimen plantings in here, and once again, bring in more rock. I brought in some Sansevieria a number of years ago to do these entry pots, and it prolificated. So I had so much Sansevieria left over for other parts of the garden and to bring into other presentations. We also pulled in a lot of bromeliad in here. With this being a shadier spot, it seemed the thing to do. We reinvented a couple of these pots with a torch cactus and the sticks on fire that was over on the other side that I talked about. I cut off the pretty top parts and set this as cuttings in this pot. We used to have diamondia going through the stones. It was a really great idea, but the Bermuda grass was just too much. So, as you know, we reinvented the entry path. Brought in some accents of burgundy and reworked the rubble in this area of the garden here. Limbed up the Petalanthus bracteus. Doesn't this fill this corner really beautifully? Just so soft and airy. It's just the perfect plant for that spot. And the bamboo wall. Reinvented at last. Woo! Isn't this beautiful? We just added some fresh top dressing rock in here and tightened up the little vignettes of plants. Some of them we left alone, others we just brought in more little 1-gallon specimens. And you know, these little 1-gallon guys can be treated as annuals too. They're very inexpensive, and if they start to get leggy in 6 months or so, just pull them out and do something else. So refresh the burgundy through here. Notice no straight line. This is real wavy. Looks so good. Check this out. This agave lophantha blood spot was a single specimen. It bloomed. She threw off a bunch of pups, and I just let it ride. So now we've got this cool little blood spot cluster in our xeriscape. This little xeriscape area, we didn't do anything to at all. And look at our big blue cactus is throwing off some flowers. Isn't this just the cutest? And the client's bedroom is right here. And she brought me inside and said, look out here at this bed. You know, it was just kind of flat, and it was her idea to bring in some of the Nandina from the other areas in the front to add a little fluffiness and softness against this wall. She was spot on. So that's really all we did in here. All of the rest of the plants were already here. We just brought in again the burgundy lava. This little bed here also wasn't touched. We just let it ride. It still looks amazing. All the right plants in all the right spots. Well, another one in the books. Here we've got some more Petalanthus bracteus growing on this wall. Happy camper. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity reporting with your grand reveal in Chula Vista, California, and your succulent tip of the day.